find that one of the difficult moments sometimes it's just before waking up the children, knowing that there's the school run, getting them ready on time, taking them out, etc. And there's days where maybe I slept badly or I had a heavy night or I'm feeling quite overwhelmed by work, or it could be a number of things or a combination of things. And I tell myself, oh gosh, I feel lack of desire of doing that morning routine. So I found a few things useful. One thing is, of course, naming how you feel in different ways, not just I feel overwhelmed, but questioning and asking yourself, what else am I feeling? Am I feeling anxious? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling lack of desire? Where am I feeling it? And just naming and acknowledging it helps sometimes with releasing how we feel. Another thing I found useful is actually connecting with, I like to say gratitude, because at the end of the day, it is gratitude, but a gratitude very skewed towards a short-term event. So trying and remembering not that long ago when, let's say it's a particular child that you're a bit stressed of waking up, trying and remembering what is a win that is specific to that child that you want to celebrate with him, something positive that he did. Maybe he was kind or she was kind to the sibling and did something for them. And so I might, whilst I wake him up, I might actually say, hey, you know what? I was so impressed when you told your brother that he did really well in reading his book, for instance. And I've done that a few times, and I can say that it really works. When there's no examples because I haven't seen them or something like that, I focus on myself and I'll be like, is there a win I can actually share with them that I can make sure they understand, not something too tricky about, I don't know, like having filed your taxes or something like that. They won't understand that, but something related to your work, your personal life, and you can share that with them. It could be something like, oh, I signed up a client yesterday, it was really tricky. It took me a long time and I had to talk to them. Just wanted to share that with you. And basically, you're setting the framework around gains. And it comes from that Dan Sullivan's book, The Gap in the Gain concept. And that's where I initiated it from with the group ladies, and we've implemented it in our lives, etc. And those are small things. And sometimes, the connection with gratitude is difficult, even though we feel grateful that our children are safe and sound, for sure. But sometimes just a small kind of short-term memory thing, because our brain really works in chunks. So focusing on that. And I felt that, for instance, with my daughter, it's been very contagious. And sometimes she asks me now, after practicing it for the last 2 months, what is your gain of today when I pick her up from school, which is usually on a Tuesday afternoon. And we have a conversation around that. And I find that it sets the mind on a more kind of gratitude, positive, rather than focusing on all of the things that we haven't done, that we still have to do for the day. That's so overwhelming. It puts your mind in that framework.